Hey, resilient champions, you are welcome to today's live stream. I am so happy to be back on stream. I have been down with the weather. I've been under the weather for not a few days, more than a week. So that's why you've not seen me. And I'm trying to get back my voice. I hope the voice is okay now. Okay, my voice is not yet really okay. So you will be getting some coughing in the background and stuff. So I'm not really fully recovered yet, but I think I am good enough to do a live stream. So that's why you've not seen me for all this time, because I was under the weather, and I really like my voice was not coming out, so I had to take some time off the whitey streets to really come back to life. Okay, so like I was explaining, I have been under the weather. That's why you've not seen me online for a few for some time now. I was really not doing very well, and my voice was really not the best. So that's why you didn't see me. But I am like feeling better now, and I am okay. So I am feeling better now. That's why you're seeing me, and I am happy to be back and to be able to have a live stream. So today's stream, I thought about the topic how to be authentic in a fast changing environment. Yes, we live in a world where the things are changing so fast. The values, the system of life is lifing everybody, and so we are like is moving so fast. Things are changing so fast. Every new day brings so many changes, and we have the challenge: how do we remain authentic? Even if you are so well meaning, how do you keep your values in a world where things are so changing that you have to be adapting and adjusting and are changing all the time to meet up, because we are playing meet up in today's environment. And that's why I thought about this topic, to share a few ideas how I am coping, which I hope is going to help someone out there, or which is going to remind, because most of the time is reminders. We are doing reminders. So most often we are doing reminders. It's not like we are coming here to say things that we don't know. We are just reminding ourselves, because life is so constantly changing that we need these reminders to be able to cope. We need the coping mechanisms. So I called for you a few tips that I use, that I hope you can also use to help you navigate these challenging times. And one of my first things that is helping me to remain authentic, my values. Your core values, what are they? You have to define your core values, because they say if you don't know how to stand up for your own, you are going to fall for everything. And that's like our core values act as a compass guiding us even when trends shift. So the idea is for you to identify what truly matters to you. You have to define your core values. What truly matters to you? Honesty, creativity, integrity. What is your trademark? What really defines you? And then these values become the foundation for your decisions and actions, ensuring that you navigate change while staying true to yourself. So you are not going to let the world change you. You are going to adapt to the changing world, adapting to your core values, which is why it is so important for you to know what are your core values. You define them. I don't know if how many of you in the chat has like once in a while or all the time, how many of you think about your values? I don't only think about my values, I have my values statement. You all know that I love writing. So I've not only defined my values over the years, I have not only defined my core values over the years, but I have had to write down my statement of values. Hey, beautiful Tamika, you are welcome. Thank you so much. I am always grateful for your love and support. I hope you are having a happy Monday. So, today we are talking about how to stay authentic in a fast changing environment. And my first take is define your core values. And I was just sharing, I don't only have my core values defined, but I have my value, the statement of my values, and there are 10 of them. I always have them behind my desk where I'm sitting, and this is a makeshift place where I'm streaming, but behind my desk where I work, I have my statement of values. And let me share a few of them with you. It might resonate with you, but I just want to encourage someone, especially those who are coming to watch the replay. I just want to encourage you to find a way to define your core values so that no matter what changes or trends are shifting, you are going to remain firm in your foundation. They are not going to shift you away. So my core values, I have my statement of values. There are 10 of them. You could have any amount that you like, but I just want to always have something that I can look at and remind myself. And so my first core value, make a positive impact on everyone I meet everywhere. So when I meet you, the first thing that I want to leave you with is a positive impact. I am just going to leave you as part of a solution provider and not part of the problem to be solved. So I have my statement of values, and I'm trying to share my statement of values so as to encourage someone to define their own core values and to keep them handy or to constantly remind yourself. So my first statement of value, make a positive impact on everyone I meet everywhere. Number two, I always strive to be a solution provider and not part of the problem. So if I can't help you to solve your problem, I don't want to be someone who will add to your problems. I try my best to help people as much as I can or to bring as much value as I can. And when I talk about bringing value, it's not always only money. You can give advice to somebody, you can listen to them, or you can just be there for them. So you bring value in so many other ways. And my third statement of value, be a role model worthy of emulation. I will do and be my best, particularly in the things that I am naturally good at. I will do the right thing at all times, regardless of who is doing the wrong thing. So I'm always going to stand for the truth, no matter how many people are doing the opposite. And I will value my time and make the best use of it, and also value other people's time. Remember, we said time is the best, that's the most expensive thing that you can give someone is your time, because we cannot buy time. And so I make it in my statement of value that I will value time, both my time and your time, and make the best use of it. I will care and show respect to all through my words and my actions. So I am a very respectful person until you step on my toes. Then I'm going to stand up for myself. But I will show you the respect that you deserve upfront. No judgment. I respect everybody, a child, old, young. Everybody for me is a human being worthy of being respected. And so I give you the respect. I don't, but don't step on my toes. Then I'm not going to be laughing there. I am going to speak up for myself. I will consciously build a great legacy starting now, today, and every day. So every day for me is a day to become better than the day before, and a day to make me a better person, or of better use to my environment than I was the day before. And I will live my life of integrity and honor. So when I'm talking about all of these, hey fam, thank you so much. I am so grateful that you're always there supporting me. So when we say the first thing, define your core values. And I have just been like sharing my core values with you, which I have in my statement of values. Well, I always love writing things and seeing them, because, like we always say, your brain always likes evidence. So the first thing, define your core values. That is what is going to help you be as your core compass to guide you even when trends are shifting. So the trends are shifting, you are going to remain true to yourself. You are going to identify what truly matters for you and make them your core foundation for every decision and action that you're making, ensuring that you navigate change while staying true to yourself. So we are saying that change is good, but you have to stay true to yourself. I'm not going to change by changing my color or my hair or whatever. I am just changing to adapt to the current trends, but I am keeping my core values. That's why it is so important to define your core values, so that you know what you are standing for, and you know what you should be standing for, and you know what is important for you. So you are identifying what is really important for you. So the second thing that you can do to remain authentic in a fast learning and changing environment is you embrace lifelong learning. Because staying authentic does not mean you are stagnant. Hey, my dear brother, Asante Sane, you're welcome. Thank you so much for stopping by. I am so glad you took time to come and support me. I am very, very grateful. Thank you so much. Hello, I bring it every day. Thank you so much. I am so grateful for everybody who is coming in. We are having a nice topic today: how to be authentic in a fast changing world. I started with the first way, because I am sharing the ways that I am using to navigate change. And the first for me was define your values, define your core values. And I just shared my statement of values. I don't only have core values, but I have my statement of values that is guiding me and helping me to stay in my foundation. No matter the changes that are happening, I am changing, but I am remaining true to myself. And so the second one, we are talking about the second strategy that you can use. Hey fam, you are so welcome, Adams. I hope you're doing fine. Thank you so much. I was just explaining at the beginning that I have been down under the weather for the past like 10 days. That's why I've been so absent online. You can hear from my voice, it's not really well. My voice is not really back yet, but I am doing better now, and so I can do a live stream. And thank you so much for all the support. Thank you for everybody who is always supporting me. And the replay squad, those in the bushes, you are equally celebrated. So how do we remain authentic in a fast changing world? The second way is to embrace lifelong learning. And staying authentic does not mean you're being stagnant. Continuous learning allows us to adapt while staying true to our core. So new skills and knowledge can open doors we never imagined, but they should enhance our existing strengths and not replace them. So with the idea of having your core values is that when all these new trends are coming and you are adapting and adjusting, but you have your solid foundation. So you are on your foundation. Hey, beautiful, you are welcome. Thank you so much for stopping by, and thanks for always supporting. I am grateful to you all. So you are embracing a lifelong learning journey. You are a forever learning. Because imagine like those who do graphic designs, like with the hand in those days, they can no longer remain doing hand graphics. They have to really learn like 3D modeling without compromising their core style. So the new skill sets should help you to enhance and expand on the skills that you have so as to adapt to the changing market. So if you are using 2D things, for example, you are just enhancing your craftsmanship. So the new tools, they leverage your skills and help you to bring out more captivating designs, but your core value of animation remains. So you are embracing new learning, but you are keeping your core values. So it's not like you are going to stay in antiquity like in the olden days. No, you can find ways to adapt. Like here in Canada, I don't have the most of the vegetables that I have back home in Cameroon. They are not the same vegetables here. But I have to find vegetables to replace the ones that I always eat. And there are some, even if they are the same, I cannot cook them in the same way I cook them in Cameroon because I don't have the ingredients. So what do? I adapt. I adapt some ingredients, and I stay like with my core values. I don't like eating in restaurants. I like cooking my own food. But even if I'm going to cook the food, I might not be able to cook the very food that I eat in my village. I don't even have a farm here, unfortunately. I really miss my farm. And that's why I envy all of the gardeners out there. So I am learning how to eat the new things, but adapting them to my eating style. Hey, Dubai is in the house. Hi, Harry. You are welcome. Thank you so much for stopping by. I hope you are doing fine. I hope everything is well now with all your channel and the new things that you are doing over there. Thank you for coming. So another way of staying authentic, despite the changing environment, is to celebrate your uniqueness. So what makes you unique strengthens your authenticity. Embrace your uniqueness. They are what sets you apart from the crowd. So people connect with you for your genuineness. When you are genuine, that is what attracts people to you. So people connect with genuine personalities. So don't be afraid to let your individuality shine. Don't be afraid. Look at the golden egg in the midst of all the white eggs. It's not a difference, it's just the way you are unique. Carry your uniqueness with pride. And when you think that, like, people always say, I always give this example. People tell me you speak with an accent. You speak English with an accent. And for me, it's not a, if they are saying it in a derogatory way, I take it like a compliment, because who doesn't speak English with an accent? I always ask this question. Even the British, in the United Kingdom, they have different varieties of English that is spoken there. And that's why they say there is standard English, there's American English, there's Canadian English. And go to Africa, they will tell you that we speak Africans, we are really like, in Cameroon alone, we have more than 240 local languages. And then you have to speak like as many as possible. Plus, you have to now use English as your official language of education or for work, so that at least if it can federate a big number of people who are using the language. So you are speaking it against the background of your local, of your mother tongue. So if I'm speaking English when I have other local languages, there's no way I can dissociate that interference. So I am speaking the English. The important thing is, do you understand what I am saying? So don't focus on my accent, focus on listening to the message. But also, there are so many people who think that, oh no, the accent is good, I like it. Some people say, oh, you have a terrible accent. I don't care. I am using it as my superpower, because I know that a lot more people, they are coming for the message and they don't care how I pronounce the words. All they care is, do I understand what she's saying? So celebrate your uniqueness, whatever it is, so long as it makes you happy, so long as it is within your core values, so long as you are going to remain rooted in yourself, you are going to remain authentic. Celebrate your uniqueness. That is what defines you, and that is what makes you stand out. That is what makes you different from other people. So don't come because you want to be the same. Like, when you, the more you try to conform to what is not really yours, the more difficult and complicated it becomes. And sometimes you even like become worse because you're struggling to fit in. No, no, it is okay to stand out. Let your unique sense of style be an extension of your authentic self, and that is what will attract your fans or people who appreciate your individuality. Now, another way is be comfortable with saying no. That's one way of remaining authentic in this fast growing environment. Authenticity means following your own path, not chasing fleeting trends or Don't be afraid to decline opportunities that contradict your core values or that make you feel inauthentic. So sometimes saying no can be empowering, not and allowing yourself to focus on things that align with your core beliefs. Hey, my sister, you are so welcome. Thank you so much. Hey, Renee, thank you so much. I know you're always there. Thank you. Thank you for everybody who is here. I greatly appreciate your time and your love and your support. Thank you so much. Please connect with each other. Just write house in the chat and Nightbot will drop your link. So let's continue connecting with each other and growing. So be comfortable with saying no. And they say no is a complete statement. When you say no, you don't need to explain why I don't want to do it, or I'm not doing it, or I don't want to help you this time. It is your right to say no. And don't feel bad, even if it's to your family members, because there's no way to drain yourself to death because you want to satisfy everyone, and then you lose yourself in the process. So be comfortable saying no. Don't be afraid to decline opportunities that contradict your core values, especially because it is much more easy to be authentic than to try to be someone else. I can assure you that. I'm saying this from experience. I've long enough to share this kind of experiences with you. I've traveled widely enough. Sometimes it's so complicated when you are trying to solve everybody's problem and when you are trying to please everyone, because at the end of the day you will not please everybody, and especially you end up displeasing yourself, that you are so overwhelmed because you want to say yes to everything. Oh, this person needs my help. Okay, my family needs my help. You can help your family to the limits where you can. Like they say, serve from your overflow. If they are constantly draining you, how will you serve them? So don't be afraid. Sometimes you see some good opportunities that are coming, and then they contradict your values. For example, a food blogger passionate about healthy recipes may reject sponsorship for processed foods. So they are staying true to their values, and people will think, oh my God, that's a real golden opportunity to make a lot of money. But what are you doing? You are making money, but you are selling your soul. You are selling those very core values that make your foundation where you are standing on. So learn to say no and be comfortable with it. Sometimes it's not really, like they say, everything that glitters is not gold. Be comfortable with saying no. It took me a lot of time to be able to say no because I was also a people pleaser until I really got burned out. And that's why I'm sharing it here. You can be authentic in a fast changing world by staying comfortable with your no. When it doesn't sound in your ears, be really comfortable to say, oh no, I'm not going to do this. Sometimes people will explain to you that, oh no, I have to do what I have to do. But is it worth the trouble? Hey, Tori, you're welcome. Thank you so much. I know that you are working at this time. I really am grateful that you can take time to work one ear and listen with one ear. Thank you so much. I greatly appreciate your support and love. So we are trying to stay authentic in a fast changing environment, and we are saying it is okay to use your no. It is very comfortable to say no when you are going to compromise the things that you stand for. When you are going to contradict your core values, say no, it is okay. And besides, don't even try to please everybody. You will really, like they say, end up pleasing nobody, because while one group is complaining, the other one is appreciating, the other one is, and then you are so overwhelmed emotionally, physically, financially. Keep your balance, keep your core values. So I'm sharing the ways that I use to be able to stay authentic in a fast changing world. And one of the things that can help us is feedback. And feedback is an essential part of growth, especially when it is constructive feedback. So learn to distinguish between constructive criticism from trends. So not all feedback is useful for you. Some may be helpful suggestions for improvement, while others may simply reflect like people's, they don't really like agree with you, or they don't see the value of what you're doing. Hi Dida, you're welcome. Thank you so much. I am grateful to have you in the house. So when you are navigating all of these things, who do we have here? My beautiful Sisi. Hey, the educated natural. Thank you so much. I am so grateful to see you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I am so happy to see you all. Guys, I have really been down with under the weather. My voice like completely went, and I'm just trying to come back. I'm just doing this live stream today because I said it's almost 2 weeks that I've been completely absent online. My voice is better, and I think like I think you can hear me. It's not really already the best, but at least it's better, and I'm happy to come back and to continue sharing with everyone and learning from everyone. So we are trying to be remain authentic in a fast changing world. And we are saying one of them, the ways or one of the tips is how to navigate feedback. And we're trying to see how we can select constructive feedback to help us to build back better. Because when you are receiving feedback, sometimes be open. Sometimes the person is really authentic, or because when we do things or we say things, we don't really like hear ourselves immediately. And so we really give the opposite meaning, or we don't get the results that we wanted. And some people really come to give you constructive feedback that will help you. Take that kind of feedback seriously. It's going to help you. You're going to change, but you're going to remain within your core values, and you are going to remain authentic. You are going to add the things that will help you. So when we are saying, for example, a social media influencer, they might receive comments, like all the comments that you receive on your videos. Let's not say influencer, because all of us, like most of us, are content creators. All the feedback that you receive and the comments that you receive from your videos, sometimes it's good to analyze your comments, because when you analyze your comments, it improves the clarity of flow of your content. See, consider adapting. Sometimes you you do a video and you really think, wow, this is my best video yet, and then some person comes there and comments, oh, maybe you would have done this or that. It's true that you have your why you're doing your videos, but also you are doing it for the public, and so it is very normal to listen to public feedback. If it's going to help you grow your channel, why not? It's going to it's not bad to receive feedback that will help you to grow. What is bad is the feedback that is going to kill your spirit and really make you feel like, oh, I'm not good enough to do this content. You know the content that you are capable of delivering, and you deliver them, and you get feedback that can help you to grow. Take that kind of feedback, and that's how you remain authentic in a changing environment. You are taking the kind of feedback that's helping you to grow. So please, if you type house in the chat, Nightbot will drop your link so we continue supporting each other. And especially, how do you remain authentic in a fast changing environment? Find your tribe. Find your tribe. Surround yourself with people who appreciate your authenticity, because this helps you, it fosters confidence and growth. Find your tribe, a community that celebrates you and not the community that tolerates you. And it is easy. It sometimes people think that it's complicated to find a tribe, especially online, because life happens now. Most of life, like more than 60% of life, I don't want to even say 80%, more than 60% of life now happens online. And you see all you amazing people, every time we are always together on live streams and supporting each other. It's like we live next door, or like we know each other. That's the kind of community that you want to find. So you are finding your tribe of the people that are going to celebrate you, of people who think like you, of people who are building each other up. You're not going to look for a community that will drain you. Each time you meet with them, you are so drained that you need like a few weeks to recuperate. No, you are finding a tribe of people who celebrate you. You are finding a tribe of people who are capable of holding your hand and telling you, I am there to listen to you. I am there to help. What do you need? And when you are talking about authenticity, it is it is really a lifestyle. Authenticity is not static, it is a lifestyle. It is a journey, it is not a destination, because your authentic self is constantly evolving, because your environment is constantly evolving. So embrace the journey and celebrate growth alongside your core values. So as you learn and experience new things, your expression of authenticity may evolve, but the foundation is there. The foundation is always there. And when you look at authenticity like something that is evolving, what is your core principle? To be the best version of yourself all the time. And that's what helps you to remain authentic. So you are embracing change, but you have your core foundational values that are helping you to grow, but you are remaining in your lane. So that you think that that is like sounding, it sounds like a contradiction. No, it is not, because you are changing. Like I'm not like I was 2 years ago. We are growing and changing, so it's constant. There's no way you will remain the way you were. Like the baby is conceived, they are born, they start creeping, they start holding something to stand, they start walking one leg after another, and then they start running and scattering things all over the place. So it's a changing, you're constantly growing, you're constantly growing. So growth is permanent, it's not something, it's constant, it's not something that you grow to a certain level. No, you are constantly growing. But what is keeping you grounded are your core values. And that is why no matter what you become, that core, that foundation should remain the same. So the Mary that people knew like 10 years ago, even if I have changed physically, they can still say, oh no, she's always smiling. I can vouch for her. If she says no, it's no. And she knows how to say no. So just be authentic, because that's your brand. And people will know you for what you are. So it's not like sometimes people will see, oh no, well, I wonder maybe she has changed. I've not seen her for a few years. But when they start interacting with you, also, oh no, she's still the same person that I knew a few years ago. You are not doing it for any person, you are doing it for yourself, because for you and life, it's more easy for you to just be authentic than to trying to fit in or trying to change for something that goes against your core values. So you are changing in a positive way of growing and adding to the things that will make you to become better. So you are building your skills, you are building and adding on the ones that you already have, and staying in your core values because you want to remain rooted in your foundations, so that no matter the trends, the wind that is coming or the tornado, that's some another level, you are going to stand strong. And I know that being authentic sometimes is really like you are vulnerable, because you have to explain certain things, or you have to, like, people see you the way you are. Sometimes you see all the stars, they are so, like, we see them and we think that their life is all put together, but from time to time they come out to share back the back scenes of their life, the true life stories, their day-to-day life, and you see that they are like ordinary people like you and me. They have their own daily challenges, they are facing all of these things. So when you are authentic, don't be afraid or ashamed to be vulnerable, because it's when you are vulnerable that people accept that, yeah, you are a normal human being like us. We might not have the same challenges, but everybody has challenges. Everybody has scars. It's just that some scars are big and some are small. Some scars heal and really like completely heal. Some scars heal, or some wounds heal and leave the scar there like a reminder for you, for your resilience. The scar is not there to teach you that, oh no, to break you. No, that scar is your reminder that you are a resilient champion. And so when you are being authentic, it demands a lot of things, because it is a lifestyle, it is your everyday. So don't be afraid, don't be ashamed to be authentic, to be vulnerable, to share the back scenes most of the time. Because when you are a public person, you are an example to so many people. And I'll share a story that happened when I was in Spain. In Spain, I was working for a consultancy, a gender and equal opportunity consultancy, and we were working especially with women and young people, vulnerable groups, and especially single mothers. And we had a lot of studies. We're doing a lot of studies to see like the impact of the social media on the young people that were like dropping out of school. And there was a year that there were so many suicides, so many young girls, they committed suicide because of the life of the Kardashians, or what they were seeing on the social media, and thinking that their own lives, I'm talking about real white Spanish girls, not colored, real white girls, children, committing suicide. There was like there were more than 100 of them that year that committed suicide. And it was a big worry, because they were seeing the lives of these stars on the screen and thinking that their own lives suck, because they did not have all those flashy cars, they could not go to all those exotic places and all of that. So there is a real need to raise awareness amongst our children, especially the young girls. We really have to do a lot of work to raise awareness that they should know that there is a difference between your screen life and your real life. And I don't blame the influencers. They really, like, a lot of them go out sometimes to show you the real day-to-day life that they live. They tell you it's not all roses. Like what you see on screen is my success moment, is my 1 hour of glory. And you can't take that 1 hour of glory and compare it to your whole life and think that no, I have a miserable life because I'm not as famous or as valuable as the influencer because they have it all put together. No, they also have challenges. It might be easier for them to solve their own problems, but no one lives challenge free. Like if they tell you their own challenges, you will be like amazed. You say, oh, you have all the money, so what's the big deal? Or what kind of problem do you have? But I can tell you, most people who have all the money, I know a lot of rich people who are so miserable. So it's not the money that really makes all the difference. It's who you are. So if you are having all the money and you don't know who you are and you are not happy with who you are, the money is not going to make you happy. If you are a happy person, whether you have the money or not, you will remain happy. It's just that the money will make life easier for you, but you are a happy person, irrespective of whether you have the money or you don't have money. And that's the kind of things that help you to stay authentic. Because all the things, the material things that you can get, they are just an addition to they are an icing to your cake. You already have your cake. So it depends now whether you want to add strawberry, you want to add vanilla or whatever. But also cake can be so good without all the additions. Why not? Some people just love their plain cake. They don't like all those things that you add on the cakes. For instance, me, I prefer my plain cake. Not that I can't, I don't just like when you add so many things on the cake. So your cake is there, the icing might add value to it depending on you, but don't think that, oh, because my cake does not have vanilla, it is less tasty than the other person's cake. Or sometimes back home when we are doing birthdays, it's not like everybody has a real cake. For us, cake is a symbol. We can eat anything. People can just decide to boil corn and peanuts or go to a restaurant, whatever. It's just a symbol. So your authentic self, you are changing, you are in a dynamic world, but you have your values that are helping you to stay rooted. And sometimes it's really okay to be vulnerable, to show people your back scene, your behind the scenes, because when you're coming on screen, you are all put together. No, show people your back screen and help them to know that what is on screen can be edited. You know, Photoshop, you can Photoshop it. It will be so beautiful. Meanwhile, the reality different. So another way that you can really like remain authentic in a fast changing world is you have to sorry you have to leverage your platform for good. So authenticity extends beyond self-expression. Use your voice to promote causes you believe in. So I am not like saying that you have to go out there and be a crusader. No, I am saying that if you are doing your content, use what you know to help your community. You raise awareness. For instance, if you are running an eco-friendly clothing brand, then you can use your platform to educate people about sustainability and tell them how their actions can influence or protect the environment. And so you are doing all of these things in a way that your voice is there to raise awareness. You are not in the platform or in your community just to come and listen to everybody, but you want to serve and you want to bring value. And you know that you have a lot of things that you are doing. Use your voice to promote the causes that you believe in. I'm using my voice to tell everyone you are a resilient champion, because we all have a track record of having overcome adversity. And so, even if things are as challenging as they are, you know that you are going to overcome it because you have shown resilience and you have learned that in whatever challenge, I either learn or I win. If I win, fine. If I do not win, what did I not do well? What can I do better next time? It's not easy to live like that. I also had to go through a lot before I finally understood the principle of learning and using your challenges like learning lessons. Each time when you look at it as a lesson instead of failure, you have gone one step ahead because you are now energized. You are not looking at yourself as a failure. You are looking at it as, I have found one way that does not work, and I am going to use the lessons to build back better. So the building back better is a very, very good habit that can spare you a lot of emotional stress, physically, and all of that. Leverage your platform for good. Use your voice to promote the causes that you believe in. And that's what we are doing, most of us on this platform. It is, we are using our voices to promote what we believe in. And it is so useful. I can tell you, like, I don't know, I think as of today, we have more than 130 million YouTube channels. Sometimes you think that there are many, or that, oh my God, how can I find my voice in so many millions? But I tell you, stand out there, and every time you say something that is useful, you are helping one person at a time. You are not going to help all the 8 billion people. No, you are helping one person at a time, and that help has a ripple effect. Each time you save one person, you don't know that you have saved two other people who are going to save three other people, and who are also going to save four other people. So you are having a ripple effect. Hey, my sister from the UK, you are so welcome to Mamle. Thank you so much for coming. I greatly appreciate you, and thank you everyone for always supporting. I greatly, greatly appreciate your time. Please put house in the chat, and Nightbot will share your link. So we are leveraging our platform for good. Don't mind that there are so many millions of YouTubers. Use your voice to send your own message or to create awareness and to serve in your own little way. Don't mind about serving a million people. Start serving one person at a time. Like they're always telling us, when you don't use your voice and when you keep your message, you are not, like, you are depriving someone from the answer to their problems. So when you don't speak up, when you don't share your message, when you don't raise awareness on the things that you really know, how do you help people? You are helping one person at a time, and so it is very useful. Oh, I'm feeling a much, much better today. You can hear from my voice. It's not yet better. It's not yet the best, but at least I can live stream. So thank you so much and thank you so much for caring and for following up. Thank you very much. For those of you who came later, I was sharing that I've been down under the weather, and I really like lost my voice completely, and that's why I couldn't come online. But I'm feeling much better now, and I'm grateful to be back and sharing with you all. So, one of the things that can happen is for you to be patient with yourself. How do you stay authentic? You have to be patient with yourself. Sometimes some people would, I heard somebody was saying the youth of today, they just want to drive the best car, like they want to their first car to be the best car. Like you see somebody in their 40s, they are driving a Rolls Royce or a Lexus or whatever, and then you think that in your 18 with your first job, you have to just drive the best car because you have to follow the trends, you have to like be like an influencer. No, you have to be patient. Be patient with yourself means no matter how the world is changing, no matter what is happening, you are going to go one step at a time. You can't embrace everything and you can't be on top there. You're going to break. So when you embrace yourself patiently with compassion and giving yourself the time, I'm not saying that you sleep on your laurels, or I'm not saying that you should stay there and be procrastinating. I am saying that even if you're struggling and things are not the way you wanted yet, it's yet. It means you are growing and you are working towards a better future. So don't think that things will just fall in place immediately. Things don't fall in place the first touch. So for some people it does, but for the majority of people, because everyone is unique and everyone is different, for the majority of people, things take time. And some people are not patient, so they rush into things. And that's why we were talking about don't take opportunities that compromise your core values. So sometimes you are going to see, oh no, I have to follow these people to do this thing because this is what is bringing money now. And then you compromise your core values because you want to get rich quick. And there's always a cost to the getting rich quick. We know a lot of examples of how getting rich quick has been really detrimental to so many young people. I'm talking about young people because in our days, we really, everything took time. You took time to go to school, you took time and all of that. And they taught us how to be patient and go step by step. In today's world, like today's people, I'm talking with, like I see from my nephews and nieces, it's not only them, but generally the young people, they are not patient. They will tell you, oh no, I don't even to cook. Oh no, I can't take a whole 2 hours to cook. Like us Africans, we have meals that really take time to cook. So what happens? They prefer to just eat the fast food because they don't have the time or the patience to cook a decent meal for themselves. They say, oh, what's the difference? I'm going to, it's the same food anyways. It's not the same food. Sometimes don't just eat because you want to fill your stomach. Eat because you really want to enjoy your food. So take time to cook your food. Even if you don't cook, people who eat out, because I know that for some people, they really would like to cook, but their timetables are so like choked up that it's not possible for them to cook all the time. But at least you can cook once in a while. You can cook when you have time. You can cook during the weekends, or you can cook when on your off days. So patience is a big virtue that will help you to remain authentic in this changing environment of today, because there are so many new things, new trends. Trends are like the most challenging things to follow for the people who follow trendy fashion. Like by the time you buy the fashion that is trending in January, another one is coming up in February, the next one is coming on in March. Are you going to spend the whole time buying clothes? Because at the end of the day, you have so many clothes that you don't even use, especially if you live in this part of the world with all with four different climate or weather conditions. You have the summer, you have autumn, you have winter and spring. So you are just spending your time just following the trends. Find your priorities. Find your priorities. What works for you? And those priorities are going to help you to stay rooted no matter what changes are taking place. I'm not saying that you should not buy some trendy clothes. I am saying that don't buy so many trendy clothes that you come and clutter your house. You don't even have space to put your shoes because there are shoes there, and then it becomes a problem. When you declutter, you have space, you have more breathing space and all of that. So all of these things, they are relative. It depends on how what you want, but you want to be authentic. No matter the changes that are happening, you are going to change, but you are going to be rooted in your core values. So you are changing, but you are rooted in your core values, and you want to remain authentic. Authentic means you are predictable. You are a brand that people can say, I know this person, or like when they see you, they just know that yes, that's it. And you can do this. You can lead by example. You can lead by example and not expecting, like, if you want to be really like an authentic person, just be authentic a person. And when people see your example, people around you, they are going to try to follow up and see how to be a good person like you, or to really like imitate your good qualities. And who doesn't want to be a positive influence? We all want to be a positive influence. So when you are trying to be a positive influence, you want to always be yourself. You want to always be yourself, because authenticity is rewarding. Being true to yourself fosters long-term success, and people like to connect with genuineness. When you are a genuine person, people would like to connect with you. You might ask yourself, what are they giving me? They are just connecting with me, but it pays to be genuine. Just be your genuine self, and life is much easier for you. So I was like, let me share my take and the tips that I use to navigate change, to remain authentic in this changing world. And when I started, I see, I have my statement of values that I have. Like I always tell you that I love writing. I love evidence because my brain, and like every other person's brain, they are wired to see evidence. So I wrote my, like, the first thing that we shared here today about how to be authentic in a fast growing environment is to define your core values. And I was sharing with everyone, I did not only define my core values, I have all of them written down. And I don't mind sharing. I shared with the people who were there in the beginning. I want to share like with the people who are coming now. It's just a way of motivating you, because it's not that you want to be a perfect person. It's just that you want to have that guiding compass that will help you to change but remain rooted. So even if there are going to be lots of changes, you are going to change, but you are going to be guided. So you are going to identify what truly matters for you, and then these values become the foundation for your decisions, for your actions, ensuring that you navigate change while staying true to yourself. And that's why, if like the people who met me like 10 years ago and those who are meeting me now, I am basically, I've changed physically, but basically I am that same person. And I will share with you a few of my statements of values. Number one, I always want to make a positive impact on everyone I meet everywhere. I always want to be a solution provider and not part of the problem to be solved. So if I can't help you to solve your problem, I'm not going to add to it. I am going to be a role model worthy of emulation, and I will do and be my best, particularly in the things that I am naturally good at. I will do the right thing at all times, regardless of who is doing the wrong thing or regardless of who is looking. So I'm just like my authentic self. I'm being true to me. I don't, if everyone is doing it, it doesn't mean that it is, if it is not right, I am not doing it. So it depends on what you want. I will value my time and make the best use of it. And I also, that's why I always value everybody's time. I'm not only valuing my time, I value your time. I am so grateful because you could be doing anything else, but you are here supporting me. I appreciate the love, I appreciate the support, I appreciate the encouragement. I will care and show respect to everyone through my words and my actions. So naturally, I am a very respectful person. I will show you that respect. I don't judge people when I just see them, whether you are a child, whether you're blue, green, red, yellow, young, I give you that respect until you step on my toes. Then I'll stand up for myself. So I will respect you, but don't stand on my toes. And I will consciously build a great legacy starting now, today, and every day. And I will live a life of integrity and honor. So sometimes it's not like the Ten Commandments. No, you just have your guiding principles. Sometimes you don't want to compromise. I have had a lot of challenges because I didn't want to compromise. But it's that's how life is. You have to take responsibility. You really have to take responsibility and stand for what you want to stand for. So do not let the environment, I we live in the environment, do not let it take away what you are or what you have. You can use what is happening in the environment to build yourself, but do not let the environment take away your core values. Be your authentic self. That is the most easy thing to do because you don't need to be struggling to try to see how to do it, how did I do it last time, or how to fit in and all of that. No, you are so authentic. You are so authentic that you don't even want to, like, no, no, I'm just my authentic person and I'm going to stand my ground. No matter what is happening, I'm going to be me. So sometimes when you are like, I am going to be me, and then you see all these new trends, and then you say, oh my goodness, this is what is happening now. How can I? No, just keep your authentic self, and life will be much easier. So it's always a pleasure to have all of you, and I'm so grateful. I don't know how many of you have ever thought of making a value statement or like writing down your core values. I don't know what you think about it, but me, I always like writing down things because for me, that's what makes me grounded, and that's what those are my reminders, and it really helps me to see them. I keep them there, I see them, they are handy all the time. That's how I do my things. I always like writing them because for me, like I've already shared on this platform, most often for me, writing is therapy. The more I write, like I'll just write, and I would like, I come from a society where we don't have therapy like other societies have, where it's normal to just oh, I'm sorry about that. My internet is shaky. So I would really like, thank you so much, everybody. We are going to redirect this stream. Let me see who is live. Oh my goodness. Everybody. I don't see the people that I know. Okay, we are going to redirect this stream to Roxanne. Roxanne, we are always like, she always comes after me, or she's always streaming at the same time like me. So we are going to redirect to her live stream. And I really I love you all. And as I end this stream, you're going to find yourself at Roxanne's stream. I'm trying to find a I'm trying to find like just give me a sec. Take care, Tamika. Thank you so much. What is happening? Okay. Okay. So can we just copy the Coach Mary read and then, hey LP, you are welcome. We are almost ending the live. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So please let's go to Roxanne's stream. Just copy the Coach Mary read. Like copy what you sing on the stream. It's okay, it's okay. I know you're always supporting. Thank you so much.